what about the term growth hacking? Do you believe it applies to marketing automation whatsoever? Because these days, if you go to any conference or read any blog, you're probably gonna find that phrase growth hacking, growth teams, and whatsoever. All being put there. Do you believe growth hacking and marketing automation goes together?
I've heard a couple of definitions. How do you define that?
Growth hacking. See, that's a tough one because I personally am not the biggest fan of that expression, and I hear tiniest companies have growth teams, and I believe that it's just a regular marketing team, connected with different departments that try to create the most sustainable growth in the long run, not only in the short run. So sometimes I don't think it's anything new.
Yeah, I kind of agree, and that's why I wanted your opinion on it as well. And I agree with you. It's just marketing, the way I see it. And there's black hat marketing and there's white hat marketing. Either you respect your customers and you don't abuse them. You don't abuse them with too high a frequency. You don't abuse them with bad content. And they'll they'll be the first ones to tell you that by spamming or unsubscribing or unfollowing you on your social platforms. So it's about respect. Having a really solid privacy policy, making sure your privacy policy is in every single one of your emails so that anybody who gets one of your emails can quickly click on it and see what you stand behind. And then the most important thing is you respecting your own privacy policy. Never sell email addresses. Don't ever do that. Don't pass them on to anybody. Don't ever let anybody get access to them. Don't buy email lists. I'm a strong supporter. Don't do it. You don't have a relationship with these people. As soon as you send out an email, you're going to get spammed because they don't know who you are. Stay away from that. Dictionary hacking, don't. That's bad. Dictionary hacking is a program that just goes and pulls names A at something, B at something, AA. Don't do that. And certainly don't go to websites and other places and harvest. That's another term, harvesting emails, just taking emails off of the websites because those people don't have relationships. They're not going to buy. They're only going to get angry. So it's not going to do you any good. Build your email list. Do it the right way. Do it through a trusted relationship. That's the list that's going to convert. That's where the revenue is.
No, how many times does it have to be repeated, right? Don't buy lists. And it happens so many times. Every single day people approaching you in random places. Do you sell lists or do you purchase lists? Would you like to buy lists? It doesn't work. And even,
doesn't work.
Perhaps you could sell one single thing, or some people will tell you that they had success with it, but in the long run it cannot work. And how are you supposed to build relationship and with deliverability in mind? It just doesn't make sense to do that.
Absolutely. Now the big spammers that are pushing out literally millions, and I'm not just saying that number haphazardly, literally millions of emails. They're pushing them out 25, 30, 40, 50 million emails at a clip. The last time I heard, they were getting about 3 to 5 sales per million. Oh. Think about that. Now, the amount of work necessary to push out and get a list of 5 million people or 10 million people, and to constantly having to change your email address, because every single time that blast goes out, that email address gets blocked forever. And if you have an email address that's really important to you, don't take the risk of having it permanently destroyed by having it black hatted. There is no coming back from black hat. If you end up on a list, almost 100% of the time, they will never ever give you your email address back. So respect your customers, respect yourself.
Please write that down, everyone. So I think we've touched on quite a few things today. I can see that it's quite sunny at your place right now. Much nicer weather than here back home. So perhaps last question, anything else that you'd advise newcomers to marketing automation or someone who's considering to start with marketing automation?
Yeah, absolutely. The first thing is don't be afraid of it. And it really will work. And in most cases, it's inexpensive or relatively inexpensive. Social platforms using things like Hootsuite. There's other programs and other platforms out there besides Hootsuite. I just happen to use that one.
Sure.
And there's other email service providers besides GetResponse. But I like you guys, and that's why I'm here today. And I've worked with a lot of the other ones, the other ones like Constant Contact and MailChimp. Did I say that out loud?
We'll cut that out. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
edit that out. But the reason that I'm here is because I respect what you guys do. You're great for the beginner. You can get in there and just start, and you can just blast if that's all you want to do. But the nice thing about having a relationship with you guys is that you're white hat, so that means that your emails are going to get delivered because all of the email service providers and servers respect who you are, that you don't break any of the rules. And so delivery is really important. But then the most important thing is reasonably priced, and that you can grow into it. You can start out very simple, but you can do the most sophisticated things I've ever seen on any email platform. So you guys are doing a great job.
Pleasure to hear that. And it was pleasure having you here today, Lon. I know it's early at your place, quite late at ours, but it was pleasure to have, being able to talk to you. And I'm sure everyone has learned a lot today. I personally have learned a lot. So it was great having you here and great speaking to you. And we'll speak to you soon.
Thank you, sir.
Have a great day.